Hi everybody, and welcome to the bottom of page 40. And this is going to be a rather brief video where we just tie together some of the main properties of gradients and directional derivatives. These two observations that we're about to make are going to be very useful when we're doing problems relating to gradients and directional derivatives. Okay, so let's read what they're giving us here. So for all of the following, we'll assume that f of x and y is a differentiable function. We're going to make two observations here. So first, the vector gradient of f at ab points in the direction of maximum increase. Of f at the point AB. You might remember that we made this observation back in the preliminary example at the beginning of this section. We noticed that all of our gradient vectors pointed towards the origin, and that was where the temperature of our metal plate was the greatest. Okay, so point number one tells us that that observation was not an accident. Okay, the gradient will always tell us which way to move in order to get the greatest increase in our function. Okay, and then kind of going along with it is fact number two here. If you look at the scalar that you get by taking the length of the gradient vector, what you actually get is the magnitude of maximum increase. Okay, so if you think about it, what this is telling us is the gradient vector gives us two main pieces of information. First, the direction of the gradient tells us which way to move to get the greatest increase in our function, and the magnitude of the gradient vector, its length, tells us how big that rate of increase is. Okay, and just one word. These two properties can actually be demonstrated, okay, derived, using algebra and some of the formulas that we looked at earlier. I'm not going to go through that process in the video, but you are welcome to look at my written notes. The bottom of page 40, it walks you through just a brief algebraic argument of where these two facts come from. It's kind of interesting. So if you have time, you might take a look at it.